So the materials for today's video are these colors. They're all size 3 acrylic yarns, and I'll be using my 4mm crochet hook. This is the recommended crochet hook for this yarn, and I'm going to be starting firstly with my white yarn, and I'm just going to make a magic circle. To make a magic circle, you wrap the yarn around your hands like this, hold it down, then with this yarn attached to the ball, we're just going to chain 1. Okay, then I'm going to chain 2 more, which will represent my double crochet. Then into this the space here, I'm going to add another double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1, and into the circle I'm going to include 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, just going to pull my yarn, then I'll chain 1, and into the circle another 2 double crochet, 1, 2. Okay, so we're just going to keep repeating this pattern of 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1 into this circle until we have 8 clusters of 2 double crochets. I'm just going to pull the circle close like this, then chain 1, then do the final 2 double crochet cluster, 1 and 2. Then I'm just going to pull this rope tighter until the circle in the middle is closed. Then I'm going to chain 1 and slip stitch into the first double crochet to end the row. Okay, then I'm just chain 1, then cut off your yarn and pull through. Okay, to start your second row, we're going to insert our hook into this chain space. Get your yarn, then pull through, chain 1. Okay, to start we're just going to do 3 double crochets into this space. I'm going to start this row with my stacked single crochet, which counts as a double crochet. So 1 double crochet, 2 and 3. So we have 3 double crochets here. Chain 1, and into the next chain 2 space right here, you're going to insert your hook and create another 3 double crochet cluster. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then chain 1, yarn over into the next space, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the pattern for row 2. We're just going to chain 1, and into the chain 2 space we're going to insert 3 double crochet clusters like that until we reach the last space here, and I'll show you how to end your row 2. Okay, we have created our last 3 double crochet cluster, and we're just going to chain 1, and into the first double crochet we did, we're going to create a slip stitch to join both ends, and slip stitch into our work, and that ends our row 3. We're just going to chain 1, cut off your yarn, and pull tight. Okay, so we have done this row, the next row is this one and this one. So to create that row, I'm going to be using my darker yarn or my third yarn, and into the space that we created, I'm going to add my yarn right there, then chain 1 to create a knot. Then I'm going to do my stacked single crochet that counts as a double crochet, right into that space. Then I'm going to do another double crochet. So after doing my second double crochet, I'm going to chain 2, which is 1, 2. Then into that same space, I'm going to create 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, just like that. Then chain 1, and into the next space, we're going to create the same thing we did, which is 2 double crochet, 1, 2, then chain 2, 1, 2. Into the same space, we create another 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, just like that. So that is the pattern for row 3. We're just going to chain 1 into our next row, our next space, create 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets. So just keep repeating that pattern until you reach your last space, and I'll meet you back again to show you how to end this row. So we've just completed our last 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet cluster. Then into this stitch to end this row, you're going to just chain 1, and into the first space here, you're going to insert a slip stitch right there, and into the second space, another slip stitch. Okay, so to begin the next row, you're going to chain 1, then we're going to create 6 double crochet into the chain 2 space here. So I'm going to start with my stacked single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then chain 1, and into the next chain 2 space, not this space, this one, you're going to create another 6 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then chain 1. So you just keep repeating this pattern of 6 double crochet into the chain 2 space, chain 1, 6 double crochet into the chain 2 space until we reach the end of the row, and I'll show you how to end this row. And now into the last stitch, we're just going to continue and create 6 double crochet into the chain 2 space. And to end the row, just chain 1, and into the first double crochet stitch, we're going to create a slip stitch to close off the row. Chain 1, cut your yarn, pull through, and we've completed this row. So I'm going to start from my first stitch, set my hook right there, and I'm going to just chain 1 to hold it. Then I'm going to create single crochet into that same stitch, then into the next stitch another single crochet, 2, into the next one, single crochet. So I'm just going to be doing single crochets into the next stitches, just like that, until we reach this space. And my last single crochet. So to join these two spaces together, I'm just going to create a double crochet. So you yarn over, insert your hook into the space, pull up a loop, and create a double crochet. Okay, and into this next stitch here, we continue to make single crochets into each stitch until we reach the big space, where we are going to create a double crochet joining the two spaces together. So we have reached that space, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, and create a double crochet, 1 and 2. So we're just going to keep repeating this pattern of single crochets into each double crochet here, then for this space a double crochet, just like that until you reach the end of the row. And I'll show you how to end this row and begin the next and final row. Okay, so we have reached the last space and we're just going to create double crochet as usual into the space. Then we are going to slip stitch into the first single crochet we made, like that, chain 1, and cut off our yarn. Then we are going to pull through, just like that. So we are done with this row, and to start the final row which shapes the square, we're going to insert our hook into the stitch, into the double crochet stitch here. We are going to attach our yarn. Then we're going to chain 1 to hold it in place. Then we're going to create a single crochet into that stitch. Then into the next stitch, we're going to create a half double crochet. Then into the next stitch, single crochet, and the next stitch, a single crochet. Then we're going to create a half double crochet into the next stitch, then a double crochet into the next stitch, then a treble crochet into the next stitch. To create a treble crochet, you wrap the yarn around your hook twice. 1, 2. Insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, 1, pull through 2, 2, and pull through 2, 3. That's how you create a treble crochet. Then into the next stitch, we are going to create a double treble crochet. And to make that, you're going to wrap the yarn around your hook 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Then insert your hook into your next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through the next 2, the next one, and the next one. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the same stitch we are going to create another double treble crochet, and this will be our corner. So 1, 2, and 3, into that same stitch, create a double treble crochet. Then a treble crochet into the next stitch, then a double crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next stitch, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, then a half double crochet into the next stitch. Then for the final stitch, we're going to make a single crochet. So we are back to the starting again, which was a single crochet here, right into the double crochet. So a single crochet, the next stitch, half double crochet, then 2 single crochets, 1, to the next stitch, 2, then another half double crochet, then a double crochet, a treble crochet, a double treble crochet into the same space. So we'll create 1 double treble crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and another double treble crochet into that same space. So wrap the yarn around your hook 3 times, 2 and 3, to the same hook, into the same stitch, and into the same stitch another double treble crochet. Then a treble crochet, then a double crochet, half double crochet, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, then a half double crochet, then we end with a single crochet. So that's how the pattern is. I'm just going to put the pattern at the side of the screen so you can follow along and keep creating your corners until we have 2 last corners that make a square. We are going to end our work with a half double crochet. Then into the first single crochet here, we're going to insert our hook right there and make a slip stitch to end the row. So we are going to create a double crochet into each stitch round. Then when we get to our corner, we're going to make 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So the first stitch here, set our hook inside that place we did a slip stitch, create a double crochet, into the next stitch another double crochet, and just like that we're going to make double crochets I'm just going to make double crochets all round until we reach our corner where we're going to insert 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So double crochet, double crochet, we've reached our corner and we're going to create 2 double crochets, 1, 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, another 2 double crochet into the same space. Then we're going to just continue with our double crochets into every stitch. Into our corner, we're going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Then we'll continue making double crochets into every stitch as usual. So just keep repeating this pattern until you're gone all round, until you reach where we started from, and I'll show you how to end the row. So we have created our last stitch, and into our first stitch you're just going to create a slip stitch joining both of them together. So insert your hook, pull up a loop and create a slip stitch, chain 1. So guys, this is how you create an African motif square. And if your own is not flat enough, you can just block it because maybe your tension was too tight. This is how I made my African motif square, and you can use it to make bags, clothes, or anything that you like. So that's it, guys. That's the end of today's tutorial. I hope it was easy for you guys to follow along. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you really like this video and would like to see more crochet videos from me. Bye.